If you think rebellion is just a word, think again. Throughout history, rebellion has shaped nations, toppled kings, and rewritten destinies. But sometimes, rebellion isn't just a matter of politics or power, it's a matter of the heart. In the ancient wilderness, under the blazing sun and endless sky, a story unfolded that would echo through generations. In one wild moment, the earth itself became the judge. Imagine the ground beneath your feet trembling, the very soil you trust suddenly turning against you. This wasn't a legend or a myth, it was a warning written in the dust and stone of the desert. You won't believe what happened next. In the desert long ago, a man named Korah and his friends decided they were done listening to Moses. They were tired of wandering, tired of rules, and tired of following someone they thought was no better than themselves. Korah, a man of influence and charisma, gathered a group of 250 leaders, men respected by the community. Together, they whispered in the shadows, fueling discontent and questioning every decision Moses made. "Who put you in charge?" they demanded, thinking they knew better than God's chosen leader. Their voices rose in anger, echoing across the camp, stirring up fear and confusion among the people. They challenged not just Moses, but the very order God had set. But this wasn't just about leadership, it was about pride. Pride that blinded them to the truth, pride that made them believe they deserved more. They forgot the miracles they'd seen, the deliverance from Egypt, the manna from heaven. All they could see was their own ambition. Moses, heartbroken, fell on his face and prayed, warning everyone, "If these men die like everyone else, then God didn't send me." He pleaded with God not for his own sake but for the people, for mercy, for understanding. Moses knew the weight of leadership, the loneliness of standing between God and a rebellious crowd. But if the ground opens and swallows them alive, then you'll know they rejected the Lord. The air grew heavy, the sky darkened, and a hush fell over the camp as everyone waited to see what would happen. Suddenly, the earth shook. The ground rumbled with a force no one could control, a terrifying reminder that nature itself answers to its creator. People stumbled, tents quivered, and fear gripped every heart. The ground split wide open, right beneath their feet. A massive fissure tore through the camp, swallowing everything in its path. The cries of the rebels were drowned out by the roar of the earth itself. Tents, rebels, and all who sided with them vanished, swallowed alive by the earth. In an instant the proud were gone, their rebellion silenced not by swords or arguments, but by the hand of God. The camp was thrown into chaos, people running, shouting, falling to their knees in terror and awe. Then, fire rained down, finishing the rebellion. Flames leapt from the sky, consuming what remained of the rebels' camp, leaving behind only ashes and the memory of their pride. The night was lit by fire, but the lesson burned even brighter in the hearts of those who survived. The camp was silent. Nobody doubted God's power now. The morning after, the desert was eerily quiet. Where there had been noise and rebellion, now there was only stillness and the weight of what had happened. People gathered in small groups, whispering, afraid to speak too loudly, as if the earth might open again. But here's the thing, this story isn't just about judgment. It's about the dangers of letting pride take root in our hearts, about the consequences of turning away from wisdom and humility. It's a story that asks us to look inward, to examine our own motives and attitudes. It's a warning, pride and rebellion lead to ruin. When we let arrogance guide our choices, we risk losing everything. The ground may not open beneath us, but our lives can still fall apart when we ignore wise counsel and push away those who care for us. But those who stay humble, like Moses, will find protection. Humility isn't weakness, it's strength under control. Moses wasn't perfect, but he knew where to turn when things got tough. He trusted God, even when others doubted him. The ground may not open up today, but pride can still destroy us. It can break relationships, ruin opportunities, and leave us feeling empty and alone. Every day we face choices. Will we listen to wisdom, or will we let pride lead us astray? So let's pray. God, keep me humble. Help me walk in your will. Give me the courage to admit when I'm wrong, the strength to forgive, and the wisdom to follow your path, even when it's hard. Because God lifts up the humble, but he stands against the proud. Let's remember the lesson of Korah and his followers. True greatness comes not from demanding our own way, but from serving others and trusting in something greater than ourselves. In the end, humility is the foundation that keeps us standing, even when the world around us shakes.